Good evening, y'all. Sorry I'm late. We were kind of talking crap at Chuck's. Oh my goodness, Gigi. I'm so sorry to hear that. Prayers for you and your family. Damn it. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah,
Shane.
sorry to hear that, Gigi. Heart goes out to you guys. Or nephew.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about all the shit talk, y'all, but it just got to happen sooner or later. Y'all remember, watch him toilet seats. He'll break your neck when you get a drink.
Hey, Ed.
Oh.
I ain't seen Ed smile so much as he was earlier.
I said what I had to say. It was done. Chuck, what does it mean? What Occam's razor? Occam's razor? What's it stand for?
Occam's razor. It's I'll give you the definition of it. What it stands for is. Let me find it. It's on my
Looked it up.
Occam's razor is the idea that the most likely explanation for an event usually is the simplest explanation. An example of Occam's razor is all leaves falling off a tree because it's autumn.
I saw a video today. It was all nothing but Hunter Biden in the background. All this. It said Occam's razor on it. And it was a YouTube video.
Huh.
Hey, Dorinda.
You're
Hello,
roboting.
Vicky.
Ed, you're roboting. You might want to log in and out.
George.
Oh, CG.
Hey, George.
Hi.
What's up, George?
George.
Didn't I see y'all later in the restroom?
Yeah, we were all talking shit.
We was in Chuck's bathroom.
Hey, it's big enough for all of us.
Yeah, the one we got here in the back of the house, it's probably 15 by 15 or 20 by 20. Big enough you can put a pool table in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's big.
It's got a clawfoot tub in one corner, a shower in one corner, a toilet in one corner. In between the toilet and the door, there's a sink. So the rest of it's just basically an open dance floor.
Party time.
Yeah.
That way you can have an audience while you're using the restroom.
Yeah, there's a golf clap.
Yeah.
I guess make more room if I put one of those bidets in there that people line up to get a drink.
Oh my goodness.
I thought them were called water fountains, but maybe I was mistaken.
I don't know what I'd think about that cold water hitting. It's like, yeah. Man has heart attack washing butt. Was it cold?
No, not really.
That he froze his ass off.
Yeah.
They're really not cold. I've actually sat on one. I'll admit it.
I've had poopy splash. It's not comfortable.
They're actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If you have a bad day, I guess some people might lighten their day up.
Right? If you like being tickled.
Well, I have some good news.
Share it.
I I don't know if y'all remember, I was trying to find a retired veteran's hat for my stepfather because it had, well, they thought that someone had taken it from the hospital when they both went in the hospital. Well, today I call and, okay, first of all, this man has not liked me for 10 years. And ever since we quit playing pool together at the bars, and he just, it's been different. And so today when I called, I said, "Do y'all need anything?" And he said, "Just your company." That shocked me, and I almost started crying. And then I was telling him about the hat, and he said, "Yeah, I have my hat." And I was like, "What?" And they were acting like they didn't know what I was talking about, that it was missing. And I told Mama, I said, "Remember, we even went back to the emergency room because they have a lost and found there to see if they had it." And she said, "Yes, I remember." And I'm like, okay, these are the days of dementia. He
Either that
never
or,
left.
either that or Mandela effect.
What does that mean?
Shane, you want to explain Mandela effect to her?
Mandela effect is almost like deja vu.
Oh, okay.
Some people remember facts differently than others.
Right.
It's
And
got
that
to do
happens.
with dimensional disturbance kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're messing with that CERN. That's what's causing it.
Well,
I solve it every
he
time.
just keeps getting worse. But today he was pretty well on it because I even asked him a question, a military question, and he instantly knew the answer, told me right off, and I was like, "We need to have a talk, Kurt." So, come on out and we'll talk. So,
Well, it's usually easy for dementia patients to remember the distant, distant past, but it's the right now they can't remember.
right, 5 minutes ago. Yes.
Right. Yeah, they can't remember what they just got through eating, 4 hours ago, but they can
Yep.
remember everything they went through.
Remember, you broke a window in 1954.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
by throwing a baseball through it or something silly. Yeah.
Well, that's great. I forgot what I went into the bedroom for earlier tonight, so I guess I'm in trouble.
You went through that portal. I know that portal. It's through my bathroom door because my closet is in my bathroom, and I'll walk in there and what was I coming in here for?
Right.
As soon as you walk through the doorway, it's like, what?
New reality.
Yeah.
The other night at work, I was like, "What the hell is my jacket?" I'm sitting there pulling it.
There's another portal too. It's called the safe place, never to be seen again.
Right. That Ed's got one of them, don't you, Ed?
Look at I'm eating, man. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness. Yeah, the other night
Well,
at
I'm
work,
glad you brought it back.
me too.
I was looking for my jack. The whole time I'm pulling it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, I need to go home."
Yep. There you go. Where's my glasses? They're on my head.
Yes. So many times I've done that. Well,
Yeah.
today I told Laura, I said, I left my glasses at home, and she said yes, and she's looking straight at me. And I get back to the house, and I still can't find my glasses. They're hooked on the collar of my dress. They're, you know, and I'm like, seriously?
You're wearing a dress?
During the summer, I wear dresses quite a lot. It's cooler.
Sundresses?
Yeah. I got chicken legs, so I can't wear dresses.
I like mini skirt quilts or kilts.
I don't care if they're chicken legs. I'm gonna be cool. If somebody don't like looking at them, don't look.
Yeah, last time I wore a mini dress, I got in trouble, so I had to quit wearing them.
That's because you took many to the extreme.
Well, you know, you have to do something occasionally. You got to get attention somehow.
It's more my chicken arms. I usually wear a
Oh,
Alright,
some
bye,
kind of
y'all.
cover over my arms. Bye, Vicky. You
Bye,
have a
Bye,
good
Vicky.
Have a
Have a
good
good
night.
Tomorrow night, I want y'all on here again so I can sit with y'all.
she wants to do a show like we did tomorrow night, or like we did tonight, bleed over and all the same. And
yes,
You
ma'am.
guys are too much fun.
Talk a bunch more shit.
yeah,
Bye, baby, love you.
bye. Love you. Have a good night.
Love you. Have a good night.
Shane, don't wear the purple wig.
No, I will not. Well, and Gigi ain't going to send it to me, so that's okay. I don't want a purple wig. It won't match my mini dress.
It will if you're wearing the Easter bunny head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Might match my tights, but
What if you got the assless chaps on with the tights? Nobody knows.
that's right. Then you're just an asshole in chaps.
Yeah, and you can say that them are green wranglers. They ain't tight.
Somebody kept asking me if I ever listened to God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. It seems like it was Believing in South Carolina. Cody. Is it Cody? Oh my goodness. And she's
Believe
probably not here.
She was over in Chuck's.
Yes, she was. And she was asking me there. And yes, I've listened to him. He sings pretty good. But I can't remember his name now. You know what? Probably.
Yeah,
Come
good
on.
thing good thing he just can't kind of sort of sing.
Oh, I just gonna keep on. Man.
Hey, Slow.
No, it didn't save it. God damn it. Well, I'll find it.
Come on, everybody, hit that like button. You won't get in trouble for hitting the like button, man. You ain't gonna hurt it.
Yeah, I can't.
Can't press
I don't even hit,
charges.
I don't
Hit
even
the
hit my
like
own
button.
like button.
What's that?
I don't even hit my own like button. I keep forgetting it.
Well, that's kind of selfish, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like fuck that.
It's okay. Thank you, Spotted Rabbits.
Yeah, we had more fun over there than I think I've ever seen everybody, even when they're wearing wigs.
Yes.
Dorinda should have got up there. She don't ever get on my show though. She thinks Chuck sucks.
I've been up on your show. When I hit it live, 9 times out of 10, I gotta watch it later because I've missed it.
Yeah, I need to start setting a schedule and having it pop up because I'm not regular enough. I guess my show needs a laxative.
Our birth control pills. Those help.
Somebody's hollering outside. Hold on a minute. Hope ain't nobody out there giving dicks and shit.
Yeah, Gigi, I see it. It's okay. Give me a razz of crap. Everybody else does.
That's a good one, Slow.
Split your wig. Yep. Yeah, bring on the jokes. We all need them.
I'll be right back.
Slow Country, Tennessee Girl, Gigi, Deplorable, Mary, Guardian, Linda, Victor. It's good to see all of y'all. Lot Live. So Spotted Rabbits is the only one that got it because it just went right over their heads, I think. Need to go shopping. Hmm. All right, y'all get over here and get all quiet. What's going on?
I was just reading chat.
They ran out of shit. She just keeps saying it takes time, Gigi. She did start driving the loop again. So 2 days in a row, she's driven the loop. So that's good.
What the hell was that?
It's me in the other room messing with the dogs.
Oh,
Okay.
it sounded like one of those horns. Those.
It was a aluminum foil, tin foil, as people say Texans call it.
Yeah. Well, I found out.
It's not called tin foil. It's called aluminum wrap. I said, no, it's not aluminum wrap either.
What were you doing, Matt's producing hats today?
Boy, I use it on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can put it on the inside of this room, what it would really do. I'd have to put a ground strap in it, make sure it's all stuck together. But,
Probably wouldn't need much than a 40-watt light bulb to light it all up.
oh hell no, it'd be like in a room of mirrors, wouldn't it? Especially if you go the shiny side in.
Yeah.
Woo, white light. That's hot. It got up to 88 here today.
And that light bulb would probably heat the room up too, because it'd reflect everything back. Oh, what, Victor?
Vicky means a sauna.
Oh, I'm thinking like Egyptian or African. I'm like, what's a sauna?
No idea. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to talk Swahili or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sauna. I'm not making fun of you, bud. It may be something else.
Or maybe just fingers fucked up on the keyboard. Oh, sorry, Bonnie.
What the fuck did you say? You can't fucking say that on Bonnie's fucking show. What's wrong with you? Did you fucking bump your head?
I
thought you had a warning on your thing about bumping your head on the.
Yeah, Brenda missed that, I think, didn't you?
No, I was there. I was clicking back and forth between Bonnie's talking to the people in chat and yours. But I had yours playing all the time, so.
Yeah, we got stupid for a while, which is funny. Everybody needed it.
It was great.
Mary,
Every now and then it's good to have a good laugh and just get away from all the crap.
yes.
Yeah, literally.
Nope, Mary not impressed at all.
I think Rabbit was the one that started that, though.
Yeah, he's out in the audience. I'm surprised or the chat. I'm surprised he didn't pop in.
I know.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to him, that's for sure. I hope we can get together more often.
That's what I was telling them the other night when we were all on for what, like 4 hours. That you'd probably enjoy it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Georgia would fit right
Yes.
in.
Sorry, Shane. I didn't mean to.
You're good. No, you're good.
The stuff we talked about would blow a lot of people's mind.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? That's why they say when the truth comes out, people ain't gonna understand. They're in this la world right now, and I don't care. You got to keep an open mind to everything. You can't be shut your mind off with all this craziness going on. Because I couldn't tell you exactly what's all true and what ain't. I just know which way I lean.
Yeah, I can tell you. I give you my perspective from when I peek out of the septic tank. That's about all I can tell you what my perspective is.
Well, all I can do is go by hard evidence. I can't go by rumors. That's all I can do.
I didn't. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I just go. I watch a lot of things and I see a lot of things. Then I just make my own opinion. Not saying it's correct. I just make my own opinion of what I've seen and what I've heard, and that's what I go by.
Yeah, and that's what I like to hear is people's opinions. But what comes along with having an opinion is what brought you to that opinion is important for me.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm stuck with Occam's razor because it's so easy that basically the most likely explanation to it's going to be fact. Because if you could see it here, 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 and here, but if you look at 5 places and all 5 of them say, yeah, that's it, then
Thank you, What Life.
a lot of people still like, what the hell is that? What is that? And like, look it up.
Spotted rabbits.
Yes, Black Watch, I do.
This is what I got on my website, on my just whatever in general. Let's see if I can get it popping. Is it going to be too big? No, just almost too big. That's what Occam's razor is.
Hey, Larry. Victor, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't disrespect me.
Yeah, Victor, you're good.
As long as you just don't jump on camera and wiggle your pickle, that's fine. You're being good.
Yeah.
Yes. No wiggling pickles.
Dang it, I'm going to have to leave.
Oh,
You just got to put on a longer mini skirt.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start ones that go to my knees.
Right.
ankles, Shane, ankles. Otherwise, you'd be viewed as a promiscuous person.
Right.
That wascally wabbit.
Conservative in chat?
Yes.
Nice. I had a question. How's he feel about Fort Benning changing the name to Fort Liberty?
Yeah, let's change 200 years of what it's been to something it's not.
There's another fort they're changing the name to, too, to Moore.
Bunch of them.
I'm checking 13 and counting, sadly.
Yep. And some of the names changing to are ignorant.
Welcome to Fort Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Trans Team 6.
Yeah.
Not weapons of war. Thank you. I'm glad somebody told that
Well, and somebody needs to give the definition of AR. It doesn't mean assault rifle.
Nope.
Yeah, what
AR
exactly?
means it's the
maker.
it's the maker and the type of rifle it is, but it is not an assault rifle. And
There's not once. That's the key to the whole thing. Once they get the word assault in any gun bill, any gun used can be called an assault weapon. Just with the word
Love it.
assault.
Yep.
If I whip them across their damn mouth with a fly swatter, it becomes an assault fly swatter.
Right.
Oh yeah. You can't use it to kill flies.
Yeah, well,
Or pests. That'd be nice if
Was
we
it-
could use a fly swatter to kill them damn pests. So.
But that's why they need the word assault rifle or whatever. I mean, they need the word assault.
you had access. You had access to way more deadly weapons in the 80s, the 90s. Like, with the tax stamp, and you can M60 with a tax stamp. We had way more firepower back in the day, but not nearly the chaos we see today. No one talks about the SSRIs. No one talks about the social infrastructure. They just talk about the weapon.
Wait a minute.
Sorry,
Now,
Bonnie.
You're still up there giggling. What the hell's going on?
I'm sorry. I can picture Chuck.
What?
Oh my God, I'm rolling
What
with
is
your fly swatter.
Slapping somebody repeatedly across the face with it?
Sorry, y'all.
Let it rip, girl. Let it rip.
I got one of them old country ones too that's like 3 coat hangers thick.
Oh, nice.
One of them ones when we was a kid, if grandma picked it up, it'd be like, oh no.
Yeah. The problem was my grandma and my mother always picked them up backwards.
Yeah.
I got the wire end of it.
Ouch.
My grandpa was always about, go get me a willow limb. And he goes, if you get a bad one, I'm going to wear what you bring me out. And then I'm going to tickle your legs.
Yeah, well, my grandfather was a barber. He had one of those straps and it had holes in it. You could hear that thing coming for miles.
Leather strap.
Straight strap. Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, we used to have to go.
Go
Go ahead, Chuck. I'm sorry.
Daddy was a truck driver, had one of them damn belts he got in Mexico. It was about that wide and probably a 1/4 inch thick. And the sound of that echoed through the house as he was pulling it out of belt loops.
We've had to go out to our own tamaracks and break our branch off, and that's what we got whipped with if Mom didn't grab, fly swatter backwards or something like that. We had these old bunk beds, and there's the old wagon wheel bunk beds, and I had the leather straps that went from the top to bottom because it was neat design. And she'd rip them damn leather straps out of there, and she'd wear your ass out. And so, she run out of, thank God she run out of them damn things. And then we started hiding the ones that was left. We yanked them out and hit them. We started getting our asses whooped.
I guess you're disappointing Blackwatch for talking the same thing over and over.
Oh, get over it, Blackwatch. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe the things that will crack me up like that.
That's a good one, though. That is a good one.
Yes.
Lighten up, Blackwatch. Rub some of your icy hot on your butthole, and it'll make you feel better.
Well, look at the bright side, Blackwatch. A girl's laugh. You talk about remedy. You talk about motivation. Woman's laugh. Motivate any man.
Well, when a woman laughs, you know you're safe for the night. When she's not laughing and you go to bed, you're in trouble.
That's right, Shane. You break it down. You break it down to Cro-Magnon.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I won't go there.
Oh my goodness. Curious, but respectful. Still curious.
I'm scared to ask.
I'm not. Bonnie, what was it? Come on, Bonnie. What was it? It's your show. You got this, darling. What was it?
Dorinda knows what I mean. It wouldn't be too hard to make us laugh.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, now they're getting naughty on it. Great. I'll try not to get naked around you then.
A little bit of icing on top.
Yeah, I don't want her giggling at me.
I like the way Shane said try. He didn't say no. He said he'll try. Big language barrier. Interesting. Fascinating. You're not going to make it through Gitmo, Shane, at this point.
That's probably for a good thing.
Oh.
Tell everybody how you like the way peanut butter feels when you fill your boots full.
You know what, Chuck? Always, without missing a beat. What the
did
heck,
you
over?
feel- When you fill your what full?
You fill your cowboy boots full of peanut butter, it feels good.
Okay, boots. Woo.
Yeah. Thank you for the. Yeah, I'm with you, Bonnie. I was like, what? I was like, I'm gonna blame the internet. I don't want to, but I'm gonna blame the internet.
You can't blame the internet. You gotta blame Walmart.
Well, you want to talk about really bad, Dur?
Walmart's fault.
You want to talk about really awful, Dorinda? Really awful? Like super awful? I'm just happy to be under your profile.
Oh, you're terrible, but okay. I had my first nightmare about Walmart last night. I've been there 5.5 years, and I had my first nightmare. And I go into work, into different network. All the computers were upgraded. Oh my god. And nobody knows how they work. So it's a day of running around trying to figure out how the damn thing works. But we don't have to, when the person's over $220, we don't have to go to them, push the button and tell them, if you're paying on your Walmart MasterCard, you can pay this off in installments anymore. Thank God. Which is why I had the nightmare last night.
So this was a dream, right?
No, we've had to do this Walmart thing the same for the last month and a half. For every person over
But you never.
$20. And people are stupid. They're crazy. They'll yell and scream at you and curse you out. And I'm the type of person that looked at him and goes, do you think I like my job right now? And the guy stopped and kind of looked at me and I go, because I don't.
Dorinda, that's when you just start singing. God is great, beer is good, people are crazy.
Oh my goodness, Bonnie.
Bonnie,
That's good. That's really good. I'm gonna steal that one too.
Bonnie, bring up the deplorable
Down,
chicken.
hang on.
Bring up the deplorable chicken, what she just said.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
I thought Dorinda said nightmare. I thought she was having subconscious problems with it. That's PTSD worthy.
It was bad.
Wow.
What with
Wow.
with your profile pic, you don't have to go looking. Pecker's right there on the front of your face.
Oh my goodness.
Dang,
Didn't you see that? It was a chicken, and
I
they called it a pecker.
We understand. It's actually called a cock, but yeah, we got you, Shane.
Wait,
I never heard no rooster called a pecker.
No, just their.
It says,
They're
look at my pecker, look at it.
Okay.
okay.
I apologize, Bonnie, because this is my fault again. And ouch.
I didn't notice that either. But that's my goal, is to always make deplorable chicken hen laugh, because she gets rolling.
Accomplished. Very accomplished.
Linda Clay, when they're calling you names, I'm not going to tell them it's
Ed,
a pleasure.
Ed,
They
you
kiss my
are
butt.
1,000,000% correct. Most all of them will stop.
Yes. Did I see correctly that something in Tulsa, Oklahoma today?
Yeah, I
Some
read
kind of
it.
shooting, wasn't
At
it?
the church.
Medical with somebody mad at a doctor. Yeah.
No.
It was
That was
something
yesterday.
Oh,
But there was a
They told
shooting at
them-
a church today, and there was a
that's
shooting
what I
at a
thought I
church
saw something
yesterday.
about a church. I think that was another state, though.
You know, it's bad. That shit happens every day and all the time, and they're just emphasizing things that they can twist.
Oh yeah,
True.
it's all gun grab, and it always happens right before elections.
And the
I
thing
wonder
back
why.
here that conservative brought up, guns are the number one killer of children. Joe Biden fact-checked false abortions are. More kids die by drunk drivers than they do by damn guns. More kids die by getting spanked than they do by guns.
Right, that by neglect.
Good point, George. Good point.
By shaking.
Let's not go down that route, but very accurate, Dorinda, sadly. And we don't want to admit it, right? I mean, it's easier to blame the big black rifle.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think of it, the biggest harm that's been done to the most amount of kids has been done in the last 2 years, and it's been done by their idiocracy.
Yeah,
Yes.
go back 10 years. They said, how many children have to die?
Right.
I knew somebody I trust. It was like all of them. He didn't really mean he wants all the children to die, but it's such a fundamental right to protect and to serve that it has to be absolute. If you look at it any other way, it's a fallacy.
I could probably name 3 people that's probably killed more children than the rest of the United States put together.
Yeah.
Go back
Pro-life.
and look at Madeleine Albright's 60-minute interview when she was asked about the 500,000 Iraqi children that were killed because of the sanctions. And she said
Or because we bombed the baby formula factory. I was around.
Yep.
We hit that shit. And they didn't make it. And she said, they asked her straight up, was the price worth it? Yes. Oh, we talk about a cold cucumber.
Right.
I apologize, Bonnie, if I'm getting off topic.
She answered that with no pause, too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, no
She
soul.
just-
No soul.
Yeah.
You talk about a
what
paper.
we're getting at is these people.
You talk
don't
about a
have
paper
conscience.
target, George. You talk about a paper target at 300 meters out. That's it. No
But, I mean,
soul.
a lot of people miss that, years ago, people missed that, that was only, 27 years ago.
Well, stop
it
right
wasn't
there,
that long
George.
ago.
20, how many? Say it again, brother. How many years ago?
27?
27 years, George.
Yep.
Jesus. Most people I know, they can't remember 27 minutes ago. Myself included. I'm putting myself in that bracket, right? Because things are so coming at you from all angles.
Well,
How do you focus?
It's easy to forget things, but you know what? Once someone brings it up like that, you remember it like it was yesterday.
True that. But, and I'm sure you know this headache from the bottom of your bones. How do you get them to continue after? Once they're aware, once they see it, once the tragedy is brought to their face, 5 feet in front of them, how do you get them to accept it?
They're not going to accept it.
They deny.
Smart man. 20%, right? Milgram, 20%.
Yep.
People on this panel accept it. Bonnie knows it. Shane knows it. Chuck knows it. Ed knows it. Dorinda knows it. Shoot,
Pat knows
Dorinda. Real quick question for Canada. How do you feel about that whole handgun? I mean, Canada has ridiculous handgun laws anyway. But how do you feel about that recent thing with Trudeau? Because you're there. That's an amazing insight. You're sitting and living through it.
It's bullshit. It's all because of the shooting in Texas. That's why he did it. Has nothing
Or,
to do with anything even going on in our country. And he's just trying to be a dickhead. And
that's
all
right,
it is.
gorgeous. That's right, gorgeous. Or it's like George brought up before. It is a what? A conglomerate. A global effort.
Yep.
Frustrating.
AT girl.
AT girl.
Yes. But Texas isn't the only one. It's happening all over the place.
Amen.
I don't know why they're so focused on that one when
Latest
it did
hotness.
not look right at all from the get-go.
Shane,
Something's off about that.
real quick,
Yeah.
pretty girl. Real quick, Shane. This is the part where you come in and do disclaimer.
Okay.
This topic might not be the best for Bonnie's channel. Make sense?
Yes, it isn't. I know. That's what
I'm sorry, Bonnie. I'm not trying to step on your transmission, girl. I love the
No,
hell out of
no.
what you're doing. I love the community. I really adore what you're trying to do. But unfortunately, in this particular platform, there's limits.
Yes, I know.
and it's starting to cross.
Excuse
the
me
line.
for saying that.
No, don't apologize to anyone. Everyone who can hear your voice agrees. We're all with you. You're not alone. Remember we talked about in private. You're never alone. It's just maybe, I don't know. I hate skirting. I'm no good at eggshells.
It's
Like
a
I told you
little
guys
hot.
before. Little
It's
hot. Good
little
way to
hot.
put it, Shane. Good way to put it, brother. Little hot.
So moving on.
Okay, strange things.
Oh, now we're gonna talk silly again.
I'm in it to win it. Whatever you got, Bonnie. Whatever you got.
That's what the title is. Y'all just name it.
You name it. We'll talk
Yeah.
about whatever you want, Bonnie.
I love the theme you were going with. Just stick with titles, stick with covers, because what you had going on was beautiful. I mean, you talk about the most amazing psyop operation. As far as circumventing censorship, you got it, Bonnie. You're on point. Don't doubt yourself for 1 second for what it's worth. Whoever can hear my voice, Bonnie's a genius.
No, she is. She's
Agreed.
not no dummy. Victor,
This
give
fiction
it
topic.
a minute. It'll change.
It's almost like a GG night.
It's all over the place, huh?
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's never bad. Here's the it's never bad, even at Gigi's, because everybody gets off topic. Here's the deal: you put out a title, and okay, you want to go this in this area, and you bring up something, and someone brings up something a little different. The next thing you know, you're so off topic, but it doesn't matter because people are having a good time, and that's what they want to talk about. So
And we're all talking shit.
Here, Shane,
Agreed.
you want to hear
Okay,
something?
fine.
Shane, you want to hear
Go
something
back to
completely
the
off
toilet
topic?
seat.
What?
Bonnie.
You want to hear something completely off topic?
Here we go.
When you meet Bonnie, slowly run your hand up the back of her neck and just reach around and grab a slow handful of her hair and hold it tightly before you give her a smooch.
Oh yeah, I figure I'd pull it a little bit.
You pull my hair and you're going to be dead.
You got to do it slowly. I didn't mean grab and just snatch. You got to reach up, just hold it gently.
Yeah, I didn't want to reach up there and just break her damn neck. No.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh, are we going to have fun? And now you know why I'm bringing who I'm bringing.
She's so little. Bonnie's so little and so tiny. I'm scared I'd break her. So I've got to be careful.
Look at my size. Vicky's 5'1", 85 pounds.
I know. So I'm thinking, you got your little.
Deplorable
Oh,
wants
piece of
video
dynamite.
Bonnie when you're slapping Shane around.
Okay.
Look it up on panel.
Yeah, I know that's probably right. I know that's probably right. That'll go viral.
A fun trigger when you want to talk about things that are awesome. Just say your opinion. Think about it.
My
There's tons of
opinion.
channels out there, 5.6 million people that follow them, right? And they talk
Yeah.
about the damnedest things, and they're not flagged. Pardon my language. The reason you get away with it is my opinion is, I believe the following. If you don't state it as fact, well, they have a harder time to censor you. Make sense?
Yes. Yes. Well, I am very opinionated. Not just
Which is the
kind
way all women and all men should be. Mostly women. Mostly all women. I'm trying to open a conversation here. Come on, Dorinda. Smash me. Tell me women are opinionated.
We are.
Oh, my goodness. You're not supposed to agree, darling.
I know I shouldn't be agreeing, but it's the truth, and I can't.
Well,
not
for the
say
sake of the gender, let's go there.
No,
For the sake
let's
of the
don't.
gender.
Because women are more opinionated than men because men just cower down to the women.
And you know what? I got one for you, Shane. I got one
So,
for you real quick.
so.
Real quick, Shane. Do you think
Okay.
it's cowering down, or do you look at it as a nice honor? I've always looked at it
it's
as something
respect.
nice. Yeah, it's something
it's
nice to protect something better than yourself.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
I have a question for Gigi. Is that the MVP leader? So the feces got in again, eh? God damn it.
Now, deplorable
What?
chicken. I read one of your comments a second ago, and it said, I can't. But
Oh
anyway,
my goodness.
now you're going to have to look for a cucumber instead of a pickle.
What? What is up with the cucumbers? I'm growing the wrong vegetables. I swear to God.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to. Okay.
You're right. You're right. That is an accurate and tried and true statement. Did we
Fuck
lose
it.
George and Ed? Did we lose
You know
George and
what?
Ed?
Ed's still here, and he keeps typing in the chat.
But he's
You
on a
know,
panel.
Cucumber's boyfriend without battery.
The portable chicken and ice cream banana will work well too.
A lot cheaper.
Oh my goodness, Dorinda, you did not.
Well, what are those ones? Those great big plantains. Those.
There
are
we
better
go.
than-
Yeah, plantain.
Well, it depends. Depends,
Heck
Shane. You know the
no.
deal. Some plantains aren't impressive.
Yeah, well, the ones we had when I was produce manager were exercise.
And for some reason, cue the show.
Oh, there's your great answer right there.
Right there, darling. Right there. I'll agree with that. And science, for what it's worth, some people somewhere believe, and I agree with them, they believe women have a higher tolerance for pain, a thicker brain blood barrier. They are more emotional and more in tune with the current situation when it comes to emotions, right? Guys are more like, I'm afraid of it. It's going to kill me. I'm going to kill it. We keep it simple. Now we're talking Smithsonian observation. But I will say there's something to be said about those amazing opinions from the amazing females in our lives.
Hi, David.
Keeps us straight.
Yes, deplorable chicken. I've seen your comment.
At my house, it scares the hell out of people.
Hey, David.
David. Awesome.
Damn, he forgot to mention me. I guess I made him mad somehow.
Oh, whatever. You're gorgeous. Everyone loves you. David, why don't you hop? Well, it's not my channel. But David N., you've been silent for a while, man. What's going on? How are you?
Hey, Dave. Yeah, he sent me that little video I played earlier.
Which was epic.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, come on, Black Watch. Stay for a bit longer.
Uh-oh.
No one wants you to go, Black Watch. Valuable member, for what it's worth.
See who's the kiss ass.
David, we're all sick of you. Screw tube. We're all sick of it.
It's frustrating, to say the least.
Hey, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're all.
My phone playing?
Yes.
Excuse me a minute.
Uh-oh.
It can be disheartening. It can be disheartening, David. But those bike shows you did way back in the day when you still posted them were interesting. It was fun to watch, for what it's worth.
First thing is, gotta lose a little bit of give a shit.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's.
What was my button?
I've seen him cut up so he don't have stage fright. So
Now, man can speak. He's good to go.
Well, it just gets. It just gets. Aggravating.
I know you did.
What YouTube can do to you. It just gets aggravating.
It's part of the grooming of compliance.
There you go,
Oh.
George. Don't let the brainwashing win. If they can get you to stand down, they can get you to do anything.
Yep. And that's one thing I don't do, is I don't bow to no man. I'm sorry.
yeah, That right there, 100% highlight conservative cowboy. That right there, you don't matter what laws you have. There's plenty of laws out there for guns. No matter what, a criminal and a sick person is going to do what they want to do with or without a gun.
Yep.
When it goes back to the old school stuff, we had worse weapons before. I mean, I've seen the documents. We had killer weapons way back in the 80s. You can get an A2. Never mind. Without going into detail, you can get way worse weapons before. Make sense? And
Yep.
anyone can Google it. You can get way worse weapons before. We didn't have mass shootings. We didn't have people going to freaking Wendy's and lighting up the place because the fry order was wrong. Bad topic. Short version is, you're correct.
I remember in high school, half the pickup trucks, I bet you there was 100 firearms hanging in the windows of trucks when I went to high school.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every truck there was. There was even cars that was laying in the damn back windshield. The back
Had a boy,
window.
redneck boy I went to school with. When he got to school, he'd take his gun belt off. He carried a damn 38 Western Colt revolver. He was 16 years old, carried on him all the time. He worked on a farm. He was into horses and all. He'd get to school, he'd take his gun belt off, put it under his seat. He'd get back to his truck, he'd put it back on to go home.
We used to carry him on the bus because we used to go to school, would lock him up in our locker, and then go hunting with the kid on, ride the bus home with him to be able to go hunting. We used to take him on the school bus.
You know, I used to target practice through ROTC on the school grounds.
Yes. And archery. How many of us did archery at school?
Yep.
Hello.
Somebody
Thank
say
you,
why
school. That was a good lesson. I appreciate
Yeah, my boob got caught in the air in the bowl. That didn't go over well with me.
Well, I didn't have to worry about that. Sorry,
There
I
we go.
didn't have big boobs either, but it got caught. I wasn't
But
standing
we
in the right position.
Always people on break. Always people on break. People out in the parking lot different times through the day. You'd see them in and out, back and forth. Why didn't they have shootings back then? Because they knew it was a dead end. They go in there and try to shoot somebody. There's too many guns accessible. They wouldn't be successful if there's shit.
Surrender, elbow out, straight out.
Well, I probably didn't have it quite right, and the teacher wasn't really impressed because I had a bad temper back then, and I kind of beat up the bowl and broke it because it hurt my boob.
Do you like it raw?
And yes, I swore, and yes, I had a little hissy fit. Yes.
Okay, then you need a crossbow. There you go.
Oh, I think you're holding the bow wrong.
I probably was.
She is.
Good point. Good point, George. All about placement, breathing, technique. You don't have to see to shoot.
No.
That, and if you're worried about the string hitting, you just make sure your arm's covered. Get a bracer or pull a long sleeve down over it.
Yep.
Just twist your wrist just a little bit, and it won't do that.
It's harder for some girls to do it that way, though, Shane. So
I know. They got weak.
And
Tiny-
it's too hot. It's not fun.
Tiny unrelated disclaimer. David, you shouldn't have deleted the videos. Don't give up on it, man. You were good. You had some good ideas. For what it's worth, I'm willing to bet anyone who can hear my voice would vouch for it. Don't fold. You got this.
No. Go to a different platform. There's other platforms than YouTube.
I really enjoyed the bicycle videos. It was relaxing. It was calming. He presented it well. You know, he did his thing. And I actually watched him, and I was like, hey, cool. That's something nice to watch aside from the chaos. It's a balance.
Yep.
Everything's a balance, multifaceted.
That's
Just like
always
Shane
in the-
said. Yeah. You got to get all the way down to the furniture. Right, Shane?
Yep. You got to take it back down to the bones and just relax. Get away from the chaos for a little bit, regroup. Then, when you feel like it, hit it again.
Yeah, and when you feel like it's too much, or people are pooping on you, or things are stupid, step back and call the people you care about, and we'll be here for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've talked to. It was Common Sense one time. She come up and she was having a hard time. And I told her, I said, "Girl, unplug, go spend some time with the family, give it a couple days, enjoy life, forget about all the shit you're hearing." And she come back now, and now me and her are friends, and she still thanks me for talking her into just unplugging and getting the hell away. Even in chaos, you've got to realize you've still got to get away from hearing the crap, even though you know it's there, but you got to get away from it for a minute. And you got to just unplug and unwind.
Getting away from it gives you time to file it and
Well, and
process
it gives
it.
you time to, process it.
Love it, George. Love it. Didn't even have to ask. Love it. You got it.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what, and if you stay in the conflict, all it does is keep you confused. You have to step back sometime and process it.
Yeah.
And then come
Orient.
back swinging.
Orient, observe, decide, and act.
And that's what I did for a little bit, is I kind of shunned away from all of them. I was kind of scarce on Bonnie and kind of scarce on Gigi, and I just kind of had to step away for a little bit because I was getting pretty wound up, and I'm just sick of the crap, and there's nothing as one person, me, can do. And I've tried to talk to everybody who knows, so we can get together and form a group that's putting this together, because I'm not smart enough to do all the damn paperwork, okay?
Horse crap, Shane. Horse crap. I'm going to call shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Well,
the thing is this. Just like when Bonnie or Chuck or Dorinda or Ed or George or anyone else has to take on the task of how do I protect the people I love, you've already done it. If I'll bet a buffalo head nickel, you've already done it, Shane. You've already worked through the paces, and the answer may not be the one you want. It may be kind of suck, right? It may be like daunting, right? But you're it. You're the 20%, brother. And it's a heavy mantle. Heavy mantle. Leadership is a heavy mantle. True or false, George?
That's true.
It's where we're at.
Nobody wants to carry the burden that a lot of us are carrying right now, but we have to carry it. That's just all that there is.
And I hate it. I'll be the first to say it sucks. I hate it.
The ones you need to be careful for are the ones that want it so bad they would do anything.
True statement, Bonnie, but I'm willing to bet when those people show up at your door, you're going to use your instincts and you're going to filter them out. You know, hand of God type thing, whatever analogy you want to use, better than guys. Chicks know. No disrespect intended when I say chicks, but females will know. They will know.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you can search all through history and know that's true.
Yeah, Romans all the way back, wipe out the whole town, salt the earth. They still kept the ones down. Yeah, it's way back when. Pardon the conversation changer.
No, it's all
conservative.
Go ahead, Doug.
Conservative cowboy, yeah, them people are groomed into that kind of stuff, being paid off and paid kickbacks and all that. They started interns like that. Here, I'll buy you lunch. You go over here and tell so-and-so this. Go out on the floor and tell this senator this, and I'll buy you this. You want to go to Six Flags this weekend? Here's 4 tickets. Go tell that congressman this. Blah, blah. And it goes on from there. Next thing they're trading this, that, getting free land, getting money, hooking this one up with a deal. Because they use their position to advance, and they get paid for it.
Oh, wow.
George, you read Conservatives? His post, the one they posted? Can you read it?
Michael Avenatti sentenced to 4 years in prison for defrauding former porn star client Stormy Dance. I thought they had him all over on TV.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, a question for you, George. Is that a plant or is that effective? Distraction?
I think it's part of the PSYOP.
PSYOP. Yes, sir.
It's
Chuck.
Was that an affair with Trump?
Yeah.
La la la, Chuck. What?
Well, it does add to the confusion, doesn't it? Some people are going to be mad. Some people are going to be happy. Some people are going to think, well, this is a cure. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of how it was played before and how it's being played now.
Now, and
I
I
mean,
said the la la la, Chuck.
the game is old,
They
Real
give
quick.
you a little bit of hope just to
right?
keep
One
you.
step forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah.
And I said the la la la, Chuck. My concern was you were about to hit the nail on the head, and without Bonnie's consent, it's like we're skating on ice. Make sense? Everyone's skating around. Everybody knows, all of them, but it's skating around. So it's my fault for the la la la, Chuck. Please come back.
I'm here. I'm just being quiet.
It's my fault. I'll be the first to say it. What you were about to say next, and hypothetical, maybe me assuming, and this is me assuming, you were going to hit that nail so freaking hard that it could disrupt what Bonnie's trying to do. Make sense, brother? So put your face back up there. You're gorgeous. Let's hear it.
All right, now that's stepping a little close to Jason.
Okay, well, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll tell you what. If I put the nape of the neck, and pull you close, and whisper in your ear that you're special, and I care, will you show you? There you go. There we go.
I'm just wondering if Ed found the cat yet.
Jesus, Ed's been gone a minute. That was my fault, Chuck. Seriously. No,
Where's your kitty cat, Chuck?
Fuck, I don't know. He was in here.
what? Chuck doesn't have a cat. He has a puma.
Oh,
I'm
he's
willing to
got a
bet.
dwarf kitty.
I'm willing to bet that thing is not a cat. That thing is graduated into some kind of bobcat monstrosity.
He pesters the shit out of me when I get stressed.
I've seen Chuck in person. He's a big boy. And when he holds this thing up, it looks like a dog. This is frightening.
Well, that's probably one of those Florida Panthers. They're not huge, but they're bigger than a cat. And that cat he was holding the other night could have been part Florida Panther, and they're black just like that. I know.
And it
we've got a
talks.
few up here.
Ask Chuck. The damn thing talks back to humans. It frightens me.
Then he answers, but
Yeah, that's bad enough, Chuck. It shouldn't do that. Come on.
My grandmother had a cat that called her mama.
You better be playing, Bonnie. Don't be telling me this.
She
I can go
said
the
it.
rest of my life. I can die in my grave without knowing this. Mama?
Her cat, he would call her mama. It was plain as day.
Mm-mm-mm.
We've had cats that could do that too. We've had cats.
That wasn't it.
he started something new too. Weird shit he'll do. He come back here when that oil field's doing weird stuff over there, and and then before the ground starts rumbling here, he'll be back here trying to see out the window, looking that direction. I'm wondering if he feels it before I feel it or what. But
Most likely.
Cats and dogs have a sense to them that they can sense a lot of crap coming before it ever hits. We had a dog when I was in Oklahoma City. I was actually in Moore, which is just on the south side of Oklahoma City, but it's all the same thing. This dog started going nuts. And the next thing you know, all we heard was this bang in the house room. I thought something blew up, but no, it was just an earthquake. But the way it sounded, it made a big booming sound. So I don't know what happened or what was going on, but they didn't report anything other than it was an earthquake. And that dog knew it before it hit.
I hope Chuck's getting that cat. I want to see it. I want him to hold that cat in front of the camera so people know I'm not crazy and the damn thing is not normal. It's been hit by radiation. Either they grew up under high voltage power lines or something ain't right.
He was rather large. Yeah, I've seen it. That big black one. He's
Large,
rather
Shane. Large. You've been around the wilderness. Last conversation, one channel ago, you were talking about going out and being grizzly bear. This thing is predator alpha. Frightens me. Take on a full-grown man. Ain't right.
Well, I'm sure that cat would take on anything that pissed it off, because that's a big cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good. I wasn't bent. I was just backing up. Now I had to go in there and check the chicken for Wyatt. He's baking
Doing
chicken.
all right?
Yeah, he's baking chicken, and you can't tell if it's done or not. And I went and checked it. I think it needs to go a little longer. You know how
You
chicken
tell 'em
will
what's
puff
up.
up? You know how chicken puffs up before it's done? It'll puff up and then it'll shrink down. It's at that point, it's puffed up looking. So I told him you need to go back in for about a half hour.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to take a little more time.
Anyone else
Ooh,
see
I don't-
Hilarious's comment?
Mm-hmm.
Be
Be ready for the pain. Be ready for the pain. Darling, we're all ready for the pain. Everybody's aware of the pain.
We're already in it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're in the pain. I feel it.
Come on,
maybe
George.
It's just because I
How
care
many
about
years?
others. But
How many
I feel it.
flipping years, George? How many years? When you
What's that?
decided to be independent, I get a question, and it's maybe inappropriate but relevant. When did you decide to be like, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm independent. How old were you?
I mean, I've been pretty much independent all my life.
Yeah, but that real point, and you know the point I'm talking about, Killer. That point where
Right.
we were all in. You know what's
Probably
up?
30 years ago.
30 years. How old were
30
you?
years.
The reason I'm asking
32.
is most people don't figure out what's up till they're 40. Make sense?
32.
Statistically. So 32. You got 8 years on everybody else according to government statistics. And you ran with it. I think we're all in that same boat. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think anyone who can hear my voice, chat, panel, etc., believes there's going to be some magical little butterfly that comes by. Come on, Chuck, what is it? JFK Gold. Where is it? Who's going to save you, George? Who?
I've only got one savior.
Me.
True. Aside from Jesus Christ,
I'm
who's
not
going to
looking to
save
be
you?
saved. What I'm doing is looking to fulfill my purpose in life
My man. And how do you do it? Who does
by
it?
caring about others.
Does somebody else do it?
Nope.
You waiting around for some white hat something?
Nope.
No, it's you.
No, I realize I'm past that point. I mean, I was hooked there for a while, hoping that was going to be, but you know, it was, you know,
Long wait for a
it was
train
one of
that
those
don't
things
come.
that I couldn't get hooked into because it, you know, any of us can get hooked into anything, but by always keeping an open mind, always gives you a way out of whatever it is you're in. So
Agreed.
So you're
Well, from
saying
the
I'm
peop-
wasting my time waiting by the mailbox?
but that
Wait by the mailbox, Chuck, you're
works for
wasting your
every
damn
aspect in
time.
your life, though. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. And plus, I try to keep positive about things, to keep positive vibes around me, because I
Good man.
believe in that. You know, keep them positive.
That
not
emblem
negative.
above you and the one to the left of you, Bonnie and Shane, they got the same philosophy. And 20%, that's a big number. It's an interesting number, right?
Yep.
But
It's not a hopeless number.
So Donald and John Jr. are supposed to bring gold to me, and I figured the easiest way to get it is at my mailbox.
You're it.
It's just one of those things in life. You just got to understand that if you really believe that you're from God, then you really believe that you have freedom that no man ever can hold over you. I mean, no one can ever take that away from you. And I don't care if you come from a country that's got all kinds of laws. If you believe in
True
God,
statement.
you believe in freedom. And the biggest thing about freedom, true freedom, is true love. And a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying true freedom is true love. Many of people have given their lives for you to have that freedom. And that comes from love. love
They
for
skip
you
that
to be
part.
able to have that.
They skip that part, don't they, George?
Yes, they do.
And the really cool part of it is, as daunting, in my opinion, as awful as all the things we read, as all the things we're facing are, like Shane put out, like Bonnie put out, like Chuck put out, and yourself, and everyone on panel, Dorinda, Ed, there is a solution. It's your own two hands. You got this.
Look, all you got to do is look at that person in the mirror, and you'll find out who it is.
That's it. I know everyone I'm looking at, and the countless people in chat. They got it already. It may feel hopeless, dead end. It's inaccurate. Inaccurate. Didn't mean to kill chat. What the hell?
I'm lucky. I got a good woman that, you know, she's just she's a trooper, and she believes, you know, in what we're doing is the right thing for our country and for our grandchildren.
Push it up, George. Push it up. What are you really lucky about? If you have 10 other bloodlines that'll follow what you're thinking, and they have a conglomerate, you have a society.
Yep.
You have a continuation. The last thing any of us want, at least myself, I'm speaking for myself, the last thing I want is to be well fed, well taken care of, and alone. Make sense?
Yep.
That's a sick way to suicide. What you guys got going on, the people can hear the voice and they feel it, and there's so many, George, so many. It's powerful. Way more powerful than the Raptor drone.
I'm just not afraid to look at this crazy stuff. I mean, I've been doing it too long, and I can understand what it's about because I've read so many books like Laban. A lot of people have never read
Laban or Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
Chuck.
I'm just, it's always piqued my interest to know these things that they were always studying.
Yeah,
that's all.
Real quick, George. Chuck, how many plants you got growing in those pots in front of your house? Anyone make you do it? Anyone hold a gun to your head and say, grow this?
No.
You did it.
Probably somewhere around 100.
And you did it. Now, George, when you first started out, it was probably X amount, but you built upon it because I've built upon it. I've seen it. It's a guess. I mean, maybe you were fortunate, George. Maybe you had everything laid out, but I doubt it.
No.
And you earned it. You earned it through trial and error. And there was a video you did back in the day with Chuck where you were like, guess what? The last time you want to do trial and error is when shit's bad. Now's the time.
Exactly.
Trial and error is now.
Right.
But the people can hear your voice, and they're all around you. I mean, come on, Dorinda's in Canada. Canada.
You know, a lot of people have always been told, Rabbit.
What's up? No, I apologize. That was not the intent. My intent was you're distant and you're similar. Not a disease.
I'm just being a pain in your ass, Rabbit. No problem.
Night shift kicker.
You know, the greatest way I have learned anything is by failing at it.
Good night. Much love, Shift Kicker.
Only way you learn.
Right. I mean, that old saying that you never want to fail, throw that out the door. That's when you're learning, is when you fail.
Yeah. Best lessons are learned on the dirt.
When you stop failing means you quit.
Yeah. And nobody's quit. Nobody. This is microcosm. I mean, what's 20% of 400 million? Somebody Google it.
80 million.
My dad used to say, winners never quit and quitters never win.
George, you're dangerous. 80 million. Go ahead, Chuck.
I said all I was saying. I just say, no man used to say, winners never quit and quitters never win.
And that's how it is. And you were there with your old man. You went through some shit with your old man, right?
Yep.
You still remember him? You remember what he taught you? Are you going to teach it to others?
Yep. I remember more of the last minutes that he didn't want me to see, but
understood. or maybe it was most vital, right? When things are the most desperate. How'd you feel? Did you break? Did you quit?
Just hardened. It's a mistake I learned from.
Did you quit?
No.
No. That's what'll keep it going.
What keeps me going is people like you. That gives me, I mean, that's just all I need. Like I said, it could be just me and one other person. I'd be happy.
I understand the philosophy, George, but you also understand the math. You need what? If you go back to mass die-offs, historical studies, there has to be 20 bloodlines to perpetuate a species. You've heard that before?
Yep.
That's a big task, right? You're asking 20 people from different backgrounds, different walks of life. Sorry, what you got, Bonnie?
Dorinda,
Dorinda.
Good night, Dorinda.
Good
Love
night.
ya.
Much love, girl.
Love ya.
And if I'm overstep my bounds, you shut me down, girl. I trust you. I respect you.
Okay.
But you know what's up, George? It's more than just
Yep.
making the fruits, making the food, keeping the security, 7-foot walls, watching and waiting. It's more than that. Everybody knows it. They all feel it. They all feel it. 27 years ago, 27 minutes ago, it doesn't matter. It's the same premise. Make sense?
Yep. Yep. Sure does.
Okay. Everybody cheer up.
Ed, have you found that cat yet?
Nice.
I don't have a cat.
Did you find that cat yet?
I don't have a cat.
You'd have been doing something, Ed. I thought you were looking for the cat.
No. You all get from. Yeah, sun tore me up today. It's you know when you're
Quiet as a
outside
mouse.
and then come inside and you just real tired. It just takes it out of you. I gotta do it again tomorrow.
Well,
Nice.
That saying comes from you're as quiet as a mouse, so you must be looking for the cat.
Oh my goodness.
I would like to get 2 cats.
All of y'all that come to visit here are appreciated.
Truth.
Except Chuck. Screw that guy.
Well,
What? Did Shane fall asleep?
no. He had a phone call.
No,
I don't know.
no, I'm just eating a piece of, I think it's cherry or strawberry cheesecake.
It's
Oh,
not.
really? Really?
It
Really?
is. It is. It is not banana pudding.
I know, I don't have any. I look,
wait. Wait. Sugar is sugar. And do y'all hear how much I get griped at over my frosting?
So much. So
That
much.
I haven't even had in a week.
A
I'm
week.
having withdrawals.
Sacrilege. Sacrilege.
hey, I eat sweets once, maybe twice a year, and it's come with a meal we cook. And
Bonnie, you got a mixer or a blender? Mixer, yeah. You have a mixer.
I have both, yes.
You have some butter.
Yes.
You have some cocoa powder,
Of course.
and you have some powdered sugar.
Yes.
You have frosting,
Yes.
the real kind.
And vanilla.
Yeah, if with or without. Yeah.
So yes, I got a little quiet so I could eat a burrito, and then they brought me this, so I thought I would eat it too. And I don't want to be rude.
I thought maybe he's figuring out the physics, how to not let the toilet seat hit you in the back of the head while you got a drink.
Well, I quit looking out of the toilet bowl a long time ago.
Yeah, but they got the new fancy drinking fountain you can put in them.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, they got the bathroom fountains now. Used to you'd walk down the school hall and they'd have that fountain. You push that button and get you a little drink. Then they moved them to the damn bathroom.
You notice that like Walmart and that they have the breath mints now in cages, little plastic cages in the units.
That's so you have to lick on them, stick your tongue through the hole so you don't eat it all at once.
Well, they're trying to share with everybody.
Damn it, Jay.
Don't hog the big pink mint.
Right. I thought there were safety devices because people were stealing them.
Nice.
That or maybe they're stupid and they're choking on it, trying to eat it whole.
Yeah, it just slows down the hoarding.
Well, guys, I had fun, but I'm going to have to be the next one to step down. I'm past my bedtime. 4:30 comes early. Wife's going to have me out there in the gardens again tomorrow. And it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Yeah,
And no rest for the wicked, George. No rest.
Hey, it's
Happy
just
birthday.
another day.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, I'm just glad I can do it on my birthday. Hell, I love working in the gardens. I love
Amen.
watching stuff grow.
We got to get you in a backyard stream yard one of these days with just a handful.
Be interesting. Be informative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see, we have to do it a whole different way. I mean, just making our soils it's tough. I mean, because we use
Nitrates.
we use wood chips and rabbit droppings.
Ah, nice.
And whatever
Very nice.
we can muster up into our compost piles, then that's what we use on this property, because this property is mainly used for our seeds, to replenish our seeds that we grow in another place.
I feel you. Multiple facets, multiple places.
Yep.
I thought about getting rabbits, get him to ship me a 2-liter bottle of black tea, but I'm afraid somebody might drink it between here and there.
I'm not shipping rabbit droppings. We talked about this. I'll take you the rabbits. I'll take you the chickens. I'll take you the produce. I'll take you the livestock. We're not going to ship you a 2-liter bottle of fucking black tea, pardon my language.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Ain't gonna
dumbass.
happen.
What is
All right,
this?
guys. But I'm going to head to bed. I want to thank you all for letting me come up. Thank you, Bonnie. I'd like to thank all of you on the panel and the chat. It's been great to talking with you tonight. I enjoyed
Have
it.
a great night.
I always
Thank you, George.
appreciate your input.
All right, guys. We'll see you around the block.
All right.
All right,
Laces
George.
tight,
Birthday.
General.
Happy birthday, George.
Hell, I'm gonna drop off too. Y'all have a good night.
Boy, dropping like flies now.
I know.
Everybody going? What happened? What I miss? I step away for 3 minutes and you're bolting, Chuck. What the heck?
Getting a headache. Probably sitting here like I am too long.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck, be careful. And if you pop on tomorrow, I'll try to come see you if I get the notification.
All right.
Right?
I can start letting you know. Y'all know I'm gonna start setting it early enough.
All right. Sounds good.
Like
Hey, I'll
what?
have a good night. Much love.
Yeah, you too, bud.
Night, Chuck. Love you.
See you, Chuck.
If Shane would hit the like, it would be almost perfect.
I did hit the like before she went
he,
on.
he did.
I popped over. I popped over here while I was on Chuck's. Hit the likes. I sent a notification and went back.
Nice.
Yeah, I hit the like before she even started. Even if I didn't like the show, I already liked the damn thing. So.
Same. Because it's going to be awesome anyway.
Oh yeah. Bonnie's always good to be around. Looks like Gigi's back. Not a problem, TH2.
So, Ed, what you been up to?
Typing right now.
Hiding? Is that what you said?
I think he's typing, probably in the chat or to someone else.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Monkeypox is really just shingles, and that's what's gonna happen. Everybody got vaccinated. They're gonna get you shingles, and they're covering it up, saying it's monkeypox, and trying to use it as their next scare.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say two things. Is one is I think you are correct, and two is we got to be watching about what we say because we don't want to get Bonnie thrown off of here.
Agreed. And 3 is there's already a shot for shingles.
Yes.
Yep. But I can't have them. Which now I'm glad.
Yeah, you don't want the new ones anyway.
Yeah.
Overrated.
I'm not. I'm not scolding anybody about anything they say. I'm just. There's some things that you screw tube just is dicks about.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Let's see where.
All right, look, Ed, are you on a CPAP machine? We hear some really hard breathing.
No, not me. It's not
You know what I'm
me.
talking about, right? Anybody else hear it or just me?
I don't hear it.
Understood.
I hear a machine running.
Like a snoring thing. Yeah, like a snoring CPAP breathing machine.
Huh. Well, I don't have one of those yet.
And hopefully you never will, gorgeous. Hopefully you never will.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, they tried to talk me into getting one. They said you'll sleep better. No, I want natural. I'll be fine.
Hey, that's a good one, What Life.
Yes. What did the cavemen do?
Nice.
Yeah, that was actually a good one.
I wish I knew where that was.
Do what, hon?
Wish I knew where that was. Where's my phone? Probably tell me.
Oh, that dude killing them people?
Escape, yeah.
Tricky topic.
It's not in my news. Wow.
Right?
10 teenage boys found guilty of murdering 18-year-old in Tyne and Ware. 10 and Ware? I don't know how you say that. 10.
Gigi, nobody's getting the monkeypox. They're getting the shingles. And MSN just keeps showing pictures of monkeypox.
Good point, Ed.
Like I said, I haven't seen comparable pictures to either one. That was a realistic picture, so looked like one of the pictures I've seen they had herpes instead of shingles. So I don't know. I don't believe anything the government shows us. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't.
No, I don't.
The shingles won't kill you. But hell, monkeypox won't either. So,
Well, they only had like 4 cases out of 300 some thousand people.
I think you conservative cowboy.
Tennessee Ridge Runner, yes. Thank you.
Stiff weight though. Okay, that's ways.
Now, East Waco, boy, that's way east. That's down by Birmingham, isn't it?
We have a Birmingham.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's east of Waco. It's where the country singer Tracy Lawrence is from.
East to Waco, Texas. Good point, T girl. Good point.
Oh, okay. From Houston area. That's
Yes,
not
girl. Yeah.
not unusual. Probably from Huntsville.
Huntsville, Texas, or Huntsville, Alabama?
Texas.
Oh, okay.
Anyone else hear that? Or is it just me?
What are you hearing now?
A
Same thing?
snoring. Like a breathing apparatus.
No.
I wonder if you're hearing when my daughter blows her nose in the dining room.
Oh my goodness. Maybe. Maybe.
Because she is loud. It sounds like a... I don't know what it sounds like.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to nod off. I gotta sit down. Um,
You're not sitting?
what's that?
He said he's got to step down, not sit down.
Oh.
I gotta sit down, but ready to fall asleep.
Oh,
Falling asleep.
okay.
That's why I turned my camera off because I was falling asleep early.
I understand, Dad.
He finally found his cat, so now he's going to go to sleep.
Nice.
Hey, Rob.
Cat he doesn't have.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me up, Bonnie. And
Thank you for coming up, Dad.
you have a nice evening.
Thank you, Ed.
Your rabbits. I'll see you later.
You be good, Ed. You be good.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Okay.
Drop that again. Rob's in the house. Maybe he wants to say hello. Or Gigi. All right, y'all can't get quiet. Shanks, sing the song.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
No, you're not.
I just did.
He totally did. Like totally did.
Well, I've been up 5:45 this morning.
You didn't take a nap.
Better
Yeah,
man than me.
I did take a nap.
Well, then.
That was just my body catching its second wind.
Okay.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It just takes me a few minutes after I yawn to catch that wind so I can keep on spewing out crap and we can have a good time.
Spewing out crap.
Yeah, but Gigi, if you can't prove you had chicken pox, they'll still give you the shingles shot. It's a big pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Literally.
Accurate.
Yeah, and shingles sucks. I've only known one person that's had them. Nope, two.
You know, they say anybody that's had chicken pox has the ability to come
Yeah.
up with shingles.
Yeah, that's why when they came out with the shot, my mother kept saying, "You've got to get the shingle shot. You've had chicken pox." And I said, "Sure, Mom, okay." So I asked my doctor about it, and she said, "No, you can't have any of them because of your multiple allergies." And I said, "Thank you."
That was cheesecake setting, Shane? Yeah, probably. It was
So,
weighing heavy on me.
sure, Eric can come play a song. That would be awesome. Since Shane won't sing for me anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Well, just because I can sort of kind of sing a little.
Really?
We'll just let somebody else do it.
Yep. Here comes the violin that I'm sitting here with. Teeny. Love you, Shane.
I can tell. Thank you, Fat Man. I appreciate it.
See, we know that.
Bonnie don't appreciate it, but you know.
Oh my goodness.
That is horse crap.
Thank you.
Rabbits enjoy it. So.
Oh yeah. Got wildlife digging it. I'm willing to bet humans dig it.
That's true.
Linda Clay, thank you. That's sweet.
Whoops.
Well, Gigi, be careful. So since I'm running off, you should jump up on panel.
Really should.
There's Eric. How are you today?
Hey,
Is
buddy.
our audio working?
Yes, it is.
5 by 5.
We hear you fine, but
Power
you're
on.
hard excellent hearing us.
Power on.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Yeah, our speaker was busted or something. Not busted.
Uh-oh.
You gotta turn the on button.
Sometimes you gotta turn it on.
Yeah, it helps when it's turned on.
Yeah.
I don't know how this thing. It's not like it has a switch. It's a button that's like a flat thing that goes on the side. Oh my god! That looked like straight in my brain. Why?
Let's pay attention.
That's great. I love it. I'm so
Pay
glad to see
attention
someone
to
else still
all
does their
the-
voice like that.
Oh my god! You know, I've had quite the experience. I'm gonna step out of the way. Would you like to step up or like what's happening here? What's going on?
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
Good. My voice is gone, so
I understand.
it's Eric.
Thank you, Eric, for coming in.
Oh, it's no problem at all. We just got finished with our live stream, so Rob's voice is a little bit toast right now, but he'll get it back by tomorrow. So,
Maybe.
oh, God. Thanks for letting us come up on this StreamYard. We hope everybody's been having a good Thursday. I'm just trying to cut loose and relax.
Yes, that's what we've all been doing. You wouldn't believe some of the conversations earlier.
We talked a lot of shit earlier.
Yeah,
Start away.
Oh my God,
literally.
dude.
It was literal. That's literal.
Oh, Dee's got to show her horse.
Oh no,
Hello,
my horse
Dee.
I put away. Hi. How are you guys?
We're living the dream.
Oh, now I am. Growing up Southside Chicago was not the dream growing up, but it is now different. Yeah, I wanted to apologize, Bonnie, because I've been kind of grumpy on your panel and in chat the last couple of days. I wanted to tell you what happened last night. I was on the state assembly meeting, and I know you'd be curious. Is anybody in the state assemblies? Is anybody in? Shane, you know about the assemblies. I know you know all about that. And also about PMAs, right, Shane?
Yes.
Well,
I don't know all about them, but I'm familiar with them.
well, guess what I found out when I went on the assembly meeting last night? It was a town hall. They said, well, you know what? They said Anna Von Reitz doesn't really approve of PMAs. And I'm like, well, too late, you know. And then I was trying to proceed to tell why I thought that it could help save the cannabis industry like it did with alcohol during Prohibition, you know. And he's like, yeah, as a matter of fact, you could go to her website and you could look up how to dissolve that PMA that you got there. And I'm like, I'm not doing that, you know. And so then they asked me if I was papered up because, you know, the 1779, it's $40 to do the claim you're alive, not dead, right? You're not declare yourself not a corpse. Well, I mentioned the lady's name, Nancy Kremer. Okay, she was a woman who actually rode through Humboldt County she was with the assembly for a while, and guess what I found out? Hard Luck, what's her name? Hard Luck Survivor.
Oh, my name is Eric.
Eric?
Rob is my uncle. Rob Retman is my uncle. You know, I help him
I don't
out.
know who. Oh yeah, okay.
Rob
Anyways,
and Louise is my aunt, so.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway, um, so I told him, yeah, I almost got papered up with her, but I didn't, and it wasn't her fault anyway. Well, guess what I found out about her? She took off from the assembly with $10,000, their seal, and 100 people, and started her own thing, which is like the most likely it's the sovereign citizens, and because
Better not hide out on my property.
what'd he say?
She better not be hiding out on our property.
Well, so that Linka Coloma is hi Rob, is another one who I was sharing about her this week. She's from Orange County, California, and her name got brought up in the meeting as well. But let me finish up with what happened when I got on. I was on a meeting for about an hour and a half or two before the town hall. They were voting. There's a lot of things happening. Trinity got a bondsman, and there's all kinds of position got filled. So I waited another like hour or two. And I finally raised my hand. I finally talked to this guy, and I'm telling him I'm not papered, but I do respect Anna rights and everything. But I'm going to keep my PMA, and then I asked a question, and he goes, "Well, why don't you ask Nancy Kremer?" And I said, "Oh, you're going to be like that? Bye." Fuck you, dude. What the hell? And then like 20 minutes later, one of the ladies there called me from the group because I had emailed her and said I was willing to help them with some IT stuff, and their whole meeting was a lot of tension, and it's just a bummer because after, all this time trying to find the right thing and the right remedy, I thought that the assembly were on board with the PMAs because they're the same type of people doing affidavits and notices. And California is just a mess like it was yesterday. So no new news, really.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I found out what she did to them all. She freaking took off the $10,000, 100 people, and their seal. So she's probably part of the sovereign citizens. So they don't like Linka Coloma either. You know that lady I shared this week who's a de jure sheriff now?
Yes.
She's badass. With it, nope, they don't like her.
Of course not.
Yeah, and that's some of it. Yeah, thank you, Guardian. There was a little bit of talking there, and it was really tense. It's like every other meeting I've been in Humboldt County with the groups that just cannot. Everybody's shackles comes out.
Yes.
Like shit. It's in the air. Yes, darling.
I don't mean to cut you short, but Eric, they're on a ranch and they're going to bed soon, and he was coming up to share some music with us.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are you okay with that?
Oh, that's no problem at all.
Tell them about what happened on our show.
Well, it's just the darndest thing because, I mean, they're kind of just everywhere in Arizona. A skunk just rolled up right outside of our area, and it was just right outside the door, and we saw it. And Rob kind of popped the poor guy, Pepe Le Pew, rest in peace, kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
And the poor guy is toast now. And I mean, the sun is down, and I gotta go find him. But that's
no, you don't.
We'll take care of it. It's taken care of.
It's better than shit.
It's the circle of life. You know that song, The Circle of Life? I used to put visitors out on a bluff. Bye-bye, you're part of the food chain now. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Bye-bye.
Well, I suppose I did this on our show earlier. I'm going to do it again just for the sake of the skunk. I'm going to go ahead and play Danny Boy so he can...
Danny Boy.
Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, I heard somebody was coming on to play music. I didn't know you had yourself a fiddle. Is that what, or cello?
Yeah.
Fiddle? That's a big fiddle, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Big
nice.
fiddle, I'm a small guy.
Wow. Wonderful.
All right. Well, this one goes out to old Peppy Le Pew. You know.
Yeah, Peppy. Sorry, your time was up.
This is Danny Boy.
Awesome.
Glen to Glen. Mountainside.
Yeah, that dog is up to shit right now.
Beautiful.
Wasn't that great?
Her opinion about the Biden
You like
industry.
dogs.
I,
They add to it.
how about Pelosi?
They gotta sing too.
Pelosi.
Oh, this dog is going nuts right now.
I saw a video of a dog. It was a real quick video. It was like 35, 40 seconds. And it was like this white poodle. And it was a hidden camera when no one was home. And it went to the piano and played a couple notes. And oh, it did it like for 40 seconds, jumped down off the bench and was done. It's like when its owner leaves, it does that every day.
Could you
Oh, the
imagine?
neighbors were complaining. So cute. So cute. Yeah.
Neighbors complaining.
That they were hearing noises when when he would go to work, and he's like, I don't know, no one's there, and so then he set up the camera, unless it was staged and it's bull crap, that's possible too. He could have egged the dog on. I could egg my animals. I could egg this whiny thing to sing and howl at any time, which I don't want to. We're not going to do that, but your fiddle sounds way better. Oh, that's a nice dog.
This dog is an absolute gremlin when she wants to be.
Dog is it?
She's a black-mouthed cur. Same breed as Old Yeller. So she's good. She's the one who's chasing off those skunks, bringing them in. I don't know.
Good dog. Earning her keep.
She chases mountain lions too.
She's earning her keep.
You know, you said it's the same breed as Old Yeller.
I thought so. That from the book, right? A black-mouthed cur is the same breed as Old Yeller, right?
A cur.
A cur.
How's that spelled? The cur? K-E-R or something?
C-U-R, I think, right?
Yeah, C-U-R.
Right.
And the funny thing is Beaver, Oklahoma, is where Old Yeller come from.
Hey, I seen on YouTube there was a
That's where
shooting.
I'm from. That's where I live.
Yeah, Beaver. in Tulsa,
Beautiful.
Oklahoma, at a medical facility, Shane,
What about the last of Ganshi?
like a half hour ago. Damn mosquitoes, killing me.
Is that a tune? The Last of Ganshi.
Yeah.
Sounds like I have not learned that one yet.
I want to bet your pops knows it.
I'm gonna have to learn that one. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm sure that I could find the music for it. I can follow that up with something else though.
Black and tans.
If we're feeling Irish, go ahead and play an
All
Irish.
Oh, we're
right.
very,
Party
very
now.
feeling it.
Let's
The
go.
last of Ganshi is right where it's at.
I'm gonna have to learn that
Charlie
one.
Daniels.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
regardless, great skill, great talent. So great to hear you. Bonnie, I got to step down. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, rabbits. You be careful.
It's good to
Always.
meet you, friend.
Stay positive,
Pleasure.
buddy. You're
Have a
A
very
good
pleasure.
positive. I'm not been
Tell them.
positive. He's positive.
That's my lead dog for my lion hunts.
Yeah, that dog that we just showed you was the lead dog for the lion hunts. She gets the prize position of the dogs, and she gets to go inside of the house.
Mm.
So she's good and well behaved most of the time. Most of the time.
I can't put lavender
Lionheart.
on myself anymore because I doused
Or
myself
she
in
could be Biden
lavender.
and Pelosi.
I overdid it.
She's a skunk.
Or Biden and Pelosi, same thing.
Or Biden and Pelosi, same difference.
Man,
There you go.
Go ahead. Is it all right if I play another tune for you folks?
Of
Please.
course. Please do.
I'm going to go ahead and play an Irish fighting song called Black and Tans.
damn right.
This is a fun one. I love playing this one.
My favorite song.
Woo! Yes.
Yep. Got everybody dancing now.
Oh,
Yeah, where's the barn dance? I'm there.
There we go.
I don't know. God, I don't know. He's calling the shots, but he's
Hold on.
Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Amen.
Ghost Riders in the Sky. The one
I
that
will pretend.
get ready for the barn dance. In the spirit of things, this is that one tune that the Highwaymen did. Marty Robbins as well. This is Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Awesome.
trade places with Rob now.
Beautiful. Thank
Thank
you, Eric.
How you doing?
How are you, Rob? Good to see you.
Nice to
Good.
see you.
Good. The
Nice to see you
spirits are
again, bud.
lifted from the music. It's
Yep.
wonderful. Wonderful.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I've been up in the mountains for a long time. And now I think it's time to move back to the city. Been up here for 15 years. I think I'm ready. Glad to see everybody here tonight.
Did I hear
We're
you
kind of,
correctly?
go
You want
ahead.
to move back to the city?
We're going to go back to town. I
Okay.
moved out here to forget about a lot of things. But
What?
I'm going to come in. About time. Maybe out in like 12 miles out. Right now I'm about 50.
From the smallest town.
Oh, goodness. I understand.
I've done that back and forth. I do prefer the country. Oh, by the way, my exit will be very swift. My battery's low, so so once it goes, bye bye. I loved you all, and you know it's gonna happen any second. So just letting you know that.
Fiona,
Yeah,
you have a beautiful background.
thank
It's
you.
actually real.
Yeah, it's a real one. I know. It's the city lights are coming on now, so that's Eureka.
Right.
That's Eureka right there. And the moon is out. But it's, I know it's 70, 80 degrees and it's still like 55 degrees. I'm not in that California surfs up weather place. I'm in the Pacific Northwest where it's cold. But it's,
Hold
September
on.
and August, September are
Pacific
good months.
Northwest.
Yeah.
I'll bring in my wife.
She's going to be gone. All of a sudden, she's going to be like, there you go.
Yeah.
Hi there. He's had the air
Hi.
conditioning on, so I'm dressed for the winter.
Oh. Yeah, you two are definitely dressed differently.
Yeah.
Turn on my air.
You're being in the
Yeah.
same house. That's funny.
We're in the same house. That's okay. So I
We
was
gotta
born and raised
adjust.
in the Idaho Panhandle and the Spokane area.
Mm.
And
yeah.
so I was Pacific Northwest, definitely. It's good to see
Yep.
you, Dee and Bonnie and Shane and
It's
You
everyone
too. It's
out
good to see you.
in the chat. It's good to see you. And I miss the Pacific Northwest. Being down here in Arizona is just not normal. It's not a normal time. And I know you're almost to the end of your battery, right?
Deanna,
Yeah.
she may have. Well,
she may
was
have lost it.
Something happened.
Yeah, that does happen. So you're not out of a battery then, Bonnie, right?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good. So anyway, we were just having fun in the chat tonight with old movies that you saw once a year,
Yes.
And what was your family ritual that you had as far as what did you eat, what did you snack on, and all those things, and it was kind of fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Food's always a good topic. Family. Traditions.
Food, family, and friends.
Yep.
I think we've gotten disconnected from that type of wholesome entertainment and whatnot in our society. And we kind of reach back to it on stupid YouTube, TV shows and that, and focus on what used to be balanced and kind of fulfilling to watch. So, yep, Linda Clay. I was up around Priest River, actually up on Priest Lake, north of Coeur d'Alene, and not in the Sandpoint Valley. You're not there. He's having to show off his gun.
Oh.
Jewel of the trade.
Buy your Glock 19 now, and then that one.
With the big iron on
and the little sister. Oh goodness. Oh, this was my find of a lifetime. Look at this tang down through this sucker. It just really when I found it. And Rob was like, I should have found that first. I wasn't looking. But it's a beautiful
that
solid.
Is.
I am kicking myself.
And then
I was in the same exact sale. I looked at it and I decided to myself, this has got to be too good.
And I thought it was $70. And then I asked the guy, I said, well, what does this say? And he said $20. And I said, sold.
Right?
And I'm just, it's got to be a fake or something like that. Oh, kicking myself.
Oh, golly, honey. And then it found this one that has one of those anti-slip grips on it. But
yes.
He always told me, be sure to get in there and twist it and see if there's any movement in that blade. If there's any movement at all, it's going to snap on you the first time that you try it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's one of those, gee, honey, I never knew how to buy a knife before, and he always taught me. But there's a lot of bad reproductions out these days.
For every occasion.
You do have to have a knife for every occasion. You know, sometimes you just got to take out some some nice herb cheese, and you got to have the right knife for it. You don't want one of these big suckers.
Yeah, I've carried a knife with me since I was probably 14.
Uh-huh.
It was automatic. I grew up in the city and then moved to the country.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, golly. My grandmother liked skinny ones. I don't know if she had sharpened them so many times that they were real thin, like a fillet knife, but they were like a butcher knife.
Yeah.
Thickness-wise. And she was sweet. We would be 3 months by ourselves up at the cabin up on Priest Lake. And it was just wonderful.
I bet.
I would never, hilarious too, I would never want to have to. But there's so many purposes for knives when you're out in the woods and if you're...
I like in 1911. Ones are 45. I like in 1911.
Just Scotty.
But I have a Desert Eagle 44, and I love that too.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to follow about 5 or 6 different topics at one time in a chat. The ping pong of different semi-automatic rifler. Okay. So anyway, but I was shocked when I ended up finding that one.
And here's my weapon of choice.
Oh,
well, yeah.
Here's his 308 that he's got.
Weatherby. Leopold scope.
That is nice. Yep.
They're not just for breakfast anymore.
Well,
yeah.
With all those lions and bears, you know.
I shot a cougar in the head at 500 yards.
Wow.
Do you want to sit now?
Well, I'm a Marine, right? That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
I know it is.
Bonnie,
Yes, sir.
thank you for everything, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are a wonderful family.
Yeah, yes, we do. You want to hear a story?
Sure.
My wife and I, maybe you've heard it before, but you can tell them when we got married. Stop loss.
Oh, golly, Ollie. That part of it, huh? We've had a very unique life together. And I met him when he had just retired. And so I was always grateful that I never had to go through the test of being a military wife because I know darn well I might not have measured up. And so, anyway, we met and then we married 3 months after that. And 1 week after we got married, he got stop lost and pulled back into service. And so he looked at me and he said, "Oh, you're not going to be around. It's all right. I'll just go ahead and open my letters and we'll be divorced before I get back home. And I've been through this before. So I'll understand and I love you anyway." I said, "Well, I love you and I'm not that type of a lady. So you're going to be stuck with me for a lifetime."
Like it or not. There you go.
It was 17 years ago. And so he was gone for close to 2 years. And then I got the call that he had the IED that hit him. And so I went to Germany, and I didn't get any sites or anything, but I picked him up, brought him home, and we helped him heal up from that. So anyway, back on his feet, riding horses again. Then he had a horse roll over on him last year. We were going to start doing bush training and whatnot, and going into survival training. And we had the channel kind of started, and then that horse rolled over on him. Well, that kind of slowed that down for quite a while. So
This is hard.
So anyway, that was the start of our marriage together. Was all of a sudden he was gone. But I was single for a while before that, so I was just fine by myself.
Yeah. Well, we learned to endure whatever.
Yes. And those military wives, my hands are off to him, off to all of them, all the women of families.
I've got her ex in Germany too. Right on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, but
I don't want your story. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I'm real happy about it too. Ever since then, we've been together, and pretty well. Oh, that's thank you so much, hilarious too. That's God bless you. And so anyway, here we are, 17 years later.
There you go.
Yep. And at one point, the two of us, he decided he needed to go up to the mountains. And it was after we went up in the mountains that he said, when your right hand causes you to sin, you should cut it off. And he wasn't too happy with society. So he was going to go up into the mountains, and I was not going to hear from him for a while. And if he didn't come out, just know that he was happy. Well, BS to that one. I followed him right on up in there, and we lived in a tent for 8 months. Got our water out of a stream, boiled our water, cooked over the campfire. We had bought a crappy tent, so we ended up with no zipper for the door. And so we just built a lean-to covered area to keep the rain out, and away we went for the 8 months. So that
is awesome.
Fell apart so fast it made my head spin.
Yeah. Hey, that took a lot of courage to follow him.
It didn't take a lot of courage. it actually bolstered us so strong that no one could ever get in between us at all.
Right.
And but he was the man to go up in the mountains with, because he could hear a cougar slinking through the forest in 5 easy seconds, and I couldn't hear a darn thing because I'd worked around heavy equipment in part of my life, and my hearing isn't that good, so those real subtle tones I don't hear.
Yes,
And so my life up in those mountains were definitely in his hands, because there was no way I could hear them coming in the middle of the night. And we had a cougar in our camp once every 3 days, except for on the full moons, and we had them every night during that time because they had light to move around with.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it was. But the most curious little story that we had was that we had a bobcat that came in, and it kept kind of ticking us off a little bit. So one night he took care of the bobcat, and we had a little chipmunk that would come in. And that little chipmunk, after that bobcat was expired, brought us in. He had watched me trying to find daggone pinon nuts off of the pinon trees down here. And the pine, I couldn't find a pine nut for all the tea in China. This little itty bitty chipmunk brought out just 2, one for each of us. He brought out 2 little pinon nuts that he had stashed in the ground as a thank you. And when we found them beside the fire, and I said, these are shelled. They're perfect. They're in perfect shape. And about that time, that little chipmunk, his little head went up, and he had his little the song that he sang to him. And off he went. And he was so happy that cat was gone.
He gave you a gift.
Yeah. It's one of those memories that you just can't take out of your mind or your heart. You know, it's the way that God intended for all of us to live together and to honor each other. Yep.
A blessing that y'all were able to experience that and together. I can see why the closeness.
Well,
Bonnie.
You have a good channel, Bonnie. Rob just said.
I appreciate that. So do you. I have to go back and watch the replay of yours tonight.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds good. I was in one of those little bouncy moods. You know how sometimes you just are kind of off the wall, having fun. You feel like a little kid, and life lightens your heart. I think it's God that lightens our hearts and lets us see those wonderful pockets of time.
Yep. And I know there's so many fantastic people in this whole community of channels. It's just the chats, the people who come up on panel, bunch of beautiful souls.
We'll have to check out your music, Just Scotty. Does he play as well an instrument, or?
He said he played guitar earlier as well.
Okay.
And he also plays Ghost Riders in the Sky on the guitar.
Right on.
Which is a tough one too, because that's got it's got a guitar solo in it, you know.
Yeah, he's got a channel.
Sorry.
I don't know if any mods have it. I'll see if I can find it.
I'm looking while you're looking. It's finding the right icon name.
Right, because it's not called Just Scotty. Just Scotty, what's your channel? I cannot remember. I'm so sorry.
Well, cool. And Just Scotty, you could post your link as well. And that might be the quickest way to go. String Theory Austin. All right.
There you go.
Do you live in Texas, or you're not Just Scotty?
He was in Texas, but he's not anymore.
All right. Fantastic. There he is. All right. Well, subscribe to you, and I'll check it out here after everything, and sometime this weekend. So you got a new subscriber from me. But I just love being able to get to know people through their channels and cruise around and talk, and the world opens up. When COVID came out, everyone got so isolated from each other that it just became difficult. And so that when I found the chat rooms on YouTube, I went, I can finally talk to people.
Oh, I know. That's the way we all were, I think. Just
Yes.
but even still, after everything opened up, it was, oh no, I've built a family here. So here I am with a channel. Who knew?
Uh-huh.
It was just by accident. I never would have thought about doing that. And Scotty dropped his link if you didn't get it.
All right. I think that I found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the one that he put on.
Subscribe to.
Okay.
All right. So he got another subscriber.
Harry John. Subscribe.
Fantastic. Yeah, I went over to String Theory Austin. That's fantastic. Fantastic. So I'll look forward to listening to the music and seeing how everything goes.
Lost Fall. Sniper. Subscribe. All on there.
I didn't hear him. With
He was letting Eric know where he needed to go.
oh,
Yeah.
They're in there.
oh, for the skunk.
Yeah,
I shot him.
that skunk. I don't know. It's pretty amazing how sometimes they can crawl away too. I have seen some amazing things happen over time. So
I opened my back door one time, and there was one. She was right there, and she tried to just come on in the house, and I was like, no, and I'm like, I don't want her to spray though, and so I was kind of, what do I do? What do I do? And she turned around and she did leave, and we had a culvert pipe out in front of the other side where the front door was, and like about a couple of weeks later, she came out of that pipe and a bunch of little babies following along behind her.
She was looking for a place to have those little ones.
Yes. I was like, how cute. But I don't want to go near them.
Right in there that you're a Marine too.
Jerry John helped Rob bury the skunk.
Yeah, he is. He's a friend that comes over while we're live streaming, and he doesn't want to be part of the show. He just likes being off to the side and watching it all going on. So anyway, he's a good guy.
Oh, I understand. Well, welcome, Jerry John. I welcome all service people, especially past, present, future.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yep.
So conservative cowboy. What a fantastic sign on. I like people's ingenuity. I like hilarious too. That's a great sign on name. Okay, his isn't working, so I'm gonna interpret for him for a minute. Let her know.
We got a lot of Marines that were at my last duty station.
We have a lot of Marines that were at his last duty station.
That's who's up here.
And that's who's come and joined up with us.
Awesome. That's great.
Well, what time are we up in the morning, darling?
We just sleep in.
I'm going to hold you to that. Yeah, we're sleeping in. We're getting up at 6.
There you go. I remember those days. Now I just sleep when I can and get up when I want to.
Right. Right there. And I was never a morning person at all until I met him. And it took me a long time to adjust out, but I think that I'm used to it now.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah. I hate waking up at 4 a.m. and my body's saying you're awake, and I'm saying no, I'm not.
Yes.
Oh goodness! Up with the chickens. That's right. You got that one.
Yeah. We'll probably all have to. I'm sure our sleeping habits will change a little bit. The more we start going.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah,
there's a lot of work on that, but his grandfather made this chicken collector to where the bottom of the nest had a hole in it, and the eggs would fit down through the hole, and they'd roll down the little track, marble track.
Yeah.
And they'd roll right down, and all you had to do was walk along and collect them. And then you had to candle them to make sure that everything was okay. But,
oh, that's great.
So we've been known to wake up a few roosters.
Good night, David. Yeah, I love listening to the roosters. I had one with a few chickens, and but I'm in a kind of a neighborhood, and someone had let their dogs loose and got hold of one of my chickens, and then the other one decided to commit suicide jumping into my dog yard. And I was like, so I told my son, I said, please take the rooster. He's the only one left, and he was just beautiful. If I'd go sit on my deck, he would roost right up behind my head on the rail.
Uh-huh.
He was a sweet rooster. You don't hear that very often.
No, you don't. You don't. We had a lady that was coming into the room, and she said, I got this rooster, won't stop crowing all day long, all night long. It's really bothering my neighbors.
Oh, no.
I don't know what to do with him, but I've got a baby rooster. I said, well, one's going to be soup and the other one's going to grow up.
There you go.
I was going to say the only good rooster I've ever heard was one that was in the deep fryer.
There you go. There you go.
Sizzling, getting ready for chicken and dumplings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nothing better than chicken and dumplings, I'll tell you.
Yes.
Chicken and noodles over mashed potatoes. I don't care either way. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, them roosters, me and roosters, we never got along, and I've been whooped by several of them when I was a little bitty. So, yeah.
Roosters.
Rob doesn't cotton to roosters either, he just said.
Yeah. No, they make good eating. That's about it. I know you need them around for, so your hens will lay, but you can't have them in the pens with the hens. You got to have them right next to them because they attack the hens.
Yeah.
So you got to put them in a separate pen in a separate little cage, but the hens got to see them or they won't produce as well.
Yeah.
So when they get ornery, they get eaten.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. That's for sure.
I did not know that. Mine didn't do that. They followed I let them just roam loose during the day. Range around the grass. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Those roosters were out with the hens then.
Yes. And then they were pinned up together too. I didn't know they had to be separated.
Well, they start attacking the dang hens when they get frisky, and
Mm.
yeah, they can get a little violent. They're rough. But I mean, yeah, it's been like that for years. And now, if they're in an open area and they can come and go into a little chicken house, and they've got a huge open area, they usually don't do that. But when they're pinned up in a small pen, the roosters get agitated that they're pinned,
Yeah.
and they get mean. They start whooping up on the hens, and then the hens quit laying. So if you put them right
Yeah,
beside
they're
it
too
in a separate
stressed.
pen, that slows that crap down.
Well, my alternative motive for having them is because they eat the bugs, and we have scorpions and brown recluse and black widows, all the fun stuff. And I've even heard of them getting the snakes. So,
Oh yeah, you get guineas, chickens, geese. Yeah, you'll keep snakes, most of your critters away, even mice. They'll keep the mice right off.
We watched little songbirds one afternoon take on a rattlesnake. It was about a 3-foot snake. And it was these little itty bitty finches. I think that it ate one of their babies or something. And they got ticked off and they just took it on. And one would peck at its head for a little while and then it'd back off and the next one would join in.
oh my
And
goodness.
we had National Geographic. We figured outside our picture window. We were traveling and we got this little studio apartment where there were 4 apartments in a mobile home. They had just cut it into pieces and put in tiny little kitchens. And we had the one with the big picture window all the way to the floor. And so we got bunny food and we got bird feed and bird feeders and filled them up and poured 50 pounds of bunny chow out because it was in a lava bed area in New Mexico. And we sat there and we could watch them all day long. It was just amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I've got every critter you ever wanted down here in my south lot, and it's really green right now. It's really beautiful, and it's real thick. You can't even see the roads going on 2 sides. And I got deer, and one of the mama deer, she goes down there, and every year she has twins. I don't know how she does it, but she has twins every year. We got coons, and yes, I've had skunks come in. I left my back door open and had all my doors open. And my cat brought them up to eat, and they ate. And then they decided they was going to come in the house. So the mama and all the babies come in the house, and I'm sitting here going, "What the hell?" And I'm sitting here, and they've already come through half the damn house, and I'm looking at them going, "I don't know what to do." Because if I get up, the mama's going to spray me, and the babies are too little to spray. But they eventually go out the other door, and I'd left the screen door open, so they could get off my screen porch. As soon as they did that, I closed it all up. I was like, "This ain't happening again."
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I was sitting here and kept hearing something on my back deck, and I got the door open. Damn deer were coming in my back door. They were coming in. So I just break out a box of vanilla wafers and feed them.
They can get a little aggressive, though. I had a friend that took on a baby deer, and it was used to laying on the couch. It'd just crawl up on the couch and curl up. And what?
Snake is good eating.
Yeah, snake is pretty good eating. I mean, if you have to. I don't like snakes anyway, so I have to be like in a need to eat them type of a situation.
Right.
But he has a way of cooking rattlesnake that it tastes like the lobster of the desert with the garlic on it and onion powder and that.
There's only one good snake, and that's a dead one.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind it is. My brother just found it.
My mother lives out pretty well in the country, and she has a doggy door at the back door. Well, possums, coons, cat food sitting in the floor in the kitchen, and
Yep.
So they keep having to set the traps and haul them off. And it's like, Mom, she's 82 now. They need to close that thing off. They won't listen.
Oh gosh, trimming her bushes and a big snake fell right at her feet.
Yeah.
That'd just catapult right on out of there.
Yeah. Then that's in the city. Yep.
Wait till
I
you're
think
standing.
that's-
Wait till you're standing on a little bitty porch that two people can barely fit on, and it's
Yeah.
got ivy growing up all the way around it, and a 6-foot bull snake. I kept hearing something in my ear, and I swatting at it, without looking. Thought it was a bee or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Turned around
golly.
and looked, and it's a 6-foot bull snake. And I come off that porch. My mom was standing out there with me. She just started giggling. She kind of stepped back in the house, because she was right by the door. That snake come down in there. He was scareder than I was. And I was like, no, I'm out of here. You're cutting that shit down. Get it out of here. We don't need that up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I can't do it. Nope.
I don't.
Spiders don't bug me. My little brother would freak out on spiders, me, but he would never freak out on a snake. He crawled under a car and had a baby rattler laying right beside him. He looks at it and rolls out, grabs a broom, pulls it out, and throws it out the damn door. I'm like, But
No.
you give him a spider, he'll have a conniption. Me and spiders, I'm like, whatever. I'll leave it alone. It'll leave me alone. I'm good.
I'm not too worried about spiders, but when we first moved to the country, I was going up the steps. It was at night because I always went walking at night. Stupid, not smart. And I was going up the steps to the house, and I kept hearing a rattler. And so I'd back up, and when I'd back up, it'd stop. And I was like, okay, I've seen them jump. I've seen how far they can ride. So I'm out there hollering, trying to get someone's attention in the house. TV's so loud. Finally, somebody heard me. My mom just come out there and shot it. And I was like, okay, good shot, Mom. Didn't know she could do that.
Wow. Yeah. They got all their, every generation, everybody says the kids think they know it all. They said that when I was young, and it still is the same case.
Yes.
Well, quick, you don't know everything.
Yep.
Trust me.
Yeah, those teenage years.
Yeah, can't tell.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and drop out, but it's been absolutely wonderful to visit with you for a little while.
It was you too. I am so glad y'all came up, and I appreciate you every time you do.
Well, thank you for having us. It's nice to visit with you.
You too.
And God bless you all. And I hope that you don't take away snake dreams with this. You just say your prayers and say, God, you just kick those right on out of my head.
Yes. God bless y'all, and you have a great day tomorrow.
And God bless you too. And we'll talk to you again.
Okay, thank you.
All righty.
Good night, Rob.
Hi.
I love them. They're such a great couple.
Oh yeah, the last 2 times we've talked to them, they seem very nice.
Yeah, and Eric.
Yeah, and Eric
coming up to play for us. That's sweet.
And that's Rob's nephew, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They were saying nephew. Yeah, I liked it whenever she started at his ear. Of my boys, I used to the ear twist. How many of y'all mamas did the ear twist on your boys? That was When your boys get bigger than you got to figure out some way.
I already told you how my mama did it.
Yes, and that's a pretty good way too.
Yeah, it
My,
worked for her.
my oldest son, they were always thinking while I was cooking in the kitchen, I guess, that they could just have free reign to say whatever they wanted to. And he was sitting on the couch saying something, and I was fixing to put something on a cookie sheet. Well, I went in there with the cookie sheet and just kind of started pounding him on the top of his head. I mean, he was 17 or so. But that cookie sheet just bent all up, and he was sitting there laughing. It didn't do no good at all. Hilarious, too. My mother has the look to this day. My daughter got it. My kids say I have it. I don't know if I do or not. Doesn't seem to be working, but yep, my mother had the look. She can sit there and be talking to you, and you think she hates your guts. I've taken friends to see her and everything, and they're like, "No, she don't like us." That's just the way she has the look. Just the way she looks. All right, guys. It's about midnight here. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. And I so appreciate all y'all coming to visit. Yeah, that song. She's got the look.
By
Maybe
Rock
that's what you're
Set.
talking about.
Yeah, it's by Rock Set.
Yep.
Yep. I
Crabs.
know this.
Yep. Well, y'all have a good night. I think I'm going to see you tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. God bless you. And yes, have sweet dreams. Wait. Oh, no. Hate to hear that one. Good night, y'all. Love you.